Hi guys, welcome to the channel, and it's time for another of our in-depth car reviews. For this week we will be reviewing the Discovery Sport, its many engines and trim levels. You can think of the Discovery Sport as a more practical alternative to the luxury Range Rover Evoque, and you won't be disappointed. In its 5th year of production, the Discovery Sport received an upgraded look for its 2019 model. It was one of the last Land Rover models to be revamped. The upgrade consists of improved interiors, loads of new technology, plus a new range of engines, including an advanced plug-in hybrid. The exterior does look sleeker, but really not too dissimilar to the pre-facelift models. It is super competitive in this premium SUV class, with the likes of BMW X3, Mercedes-Benz GLC, Audi Q5 and the Jaguar F-Pace, all in the same price range. Although if it's the 7-seater option in this class that you are after, you could also look at the VW Tiguan Allspace, Seat Tarraco, Nissan X-Trail or Skoda Kodiaq. Some of these last options are also a decent bit cheaper if you are on a tighter budget. Inside, the Discovery Sport screams out Land Rover, with its sturdy straight lines and square appearance. There were some big changes to the infotainment and kit. The much improved touchscreen display now includes Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard, while top trim levels have a beautiful customizable 12-inch driver display in place of the mismatched half-analog, half-digital dials. The centre console has the latest Land Rover infotainment system and a large multifunction panel that houses both climate controls and driving functions. Here you will also find the dial for Land Rover's Terrain Response 2 system, as well as the car's various off-road settings. The Discovery Sport remains amazingly capable when taken off-road, as you'd expect from a Land Rover. We will delve into its driving capabilities on and off-road further into this review. The Discovery Sport comes with a high level of equipment as standard, including heated seats, climate control, alloy wheels, Bluetooth connection and a DAB radio. The S trim level adds 18-inch wheels, electrically adjustable leather seats and power folded heated door mirrors. Stepping up to the SE, equipment level brings 19-inch alloys, a power tailgate and premium LED headlights with auto high beam assist, while the top spec HSE includes 20-inch wheels, keyless entry, upgraded leather upholstery and a Meridian sound system. Land Rover overhauled the Discovery Sport's infotainment system as part of the 2019 updates. All models got a 10-inch touchscreen system, which looks sharper and is much quicker than on previous models. The basic menu layouts are the same, which means that some of the icons are more fluid to use than in several German rivals. There's also a highly recommended new digital driver's display. Its 12-inch screen lets users switch between driving, navigation and entertainment functions, or a combination of them at the same time. It looks great and feels great, very intuitive. And then there's Land Rover's Clear Sight Ground View Tech, using 3 forward-facing cameras to not only view the road ahead, but create real-time image of the road directly ahead and below of the car, plus its relative position to the wheels. It's perfect for not only off-roading around difficult obstacles, but also parking close to high curbs. With a flick of a switch on the smart rear view mirror, and it turns from an old-school reflective panel into a digital screen relaying images from the roof-mounted camera. It does take some getting used to, as using a conventional mirror you will naturally focus into the distance to see behind, rather than using the screen's close-up images, but it does work really well. Other features include wireless charging, 4G Wi-Fi hotspot, and a variety of USB and 12-volt connections spread out around the cabin. Music fans will appreciate the punchy 11-speaker Meridian sound system that's available on HSE models. The standard for the others in the range is a simpler 6-speaker system. The Land Rover Discovery Sport's practicality will never fail to impress. The second row of seats tilt and slide for additional passenger comfort, plus the centre armrest folds down to make way so that it can be loaded with ease. There are 4 12-volt power points and up to 6 USB charging points dotted around the cabin. In the front, passengers have cup holders and a cubbyhole under a sliding cover, while the front and rear door bins offer huge space just shy of 14 litres. The third row of seats, which some models have had fitted as optional extras, do fold flat into the boot when not in use. These seats, in our opinion, are only really there for occasional use. There are much roomier 7-seater SUVs on the market. With the extra rear seats folded away, the boot is an impressive 829 litre capacity that grows to 981 litres if you slide the second row of seats fully forward. Fold the rear seat bench completely flat and the available space increases to a cavernous 1,698 litres. To drive, the Land Rover Discovery Sport excels at comfort. We were amazed by how well it dealt with some pretty rough terrain. even on the largest 21-inch alloy wheels. The steering does feel fairly slow compared to a GLC or a BMW X3, but it's precise enough. Along with the raised driving position giving excellent visibility, it allows you to take on anything the road throws at you with confidence. The ride quality is more absorbing and isolating than it used to be prior to the 2019 upgrades. It's hugely impressive that Land Rover has managed to engineer so much comfort out of its entry-level model. At times the Disco Sport does feel quite large to manoeuvre, and while the view ahead is great, the rear camera and parking sensors are essential when reversing. You will definitely need to flick the switch on the rear view mirror we mentioned earlier, especially if you have the rear seats loaded with passengers. The seats are soft and wide with lots of adjustment, really adding to the ride quality. Even backseat passengers have a reclining option to make them more comfortable. They now also benefit from air vents between the seats, operated by their own heater controls. Refinement is also a Discovery Sport plus point. There's little wind noise around the front windscreen and only a bit of road noise from the wider tyres. The 2019 update managed to eradicate much of the tyre noise from the bigger alloys that used to pollute the cabin on previous versions. Now let's talk about the available engines that it comes in. Choice of 3 diesel, 2 petrol and 1 hybrid make up the range. All versions are 4-cylinder units except the hybrid. All engines bar the entry-level 150 HP diesel feature all-wheel drive, an automatic gearbox and mild hybrid technology. This technology uses a small battery and motor to assist with fuel economy. It does this by aiding the engine and allowing the stop-start system to cut in earlier. The cheaper D150 diesel engine as standard is paired with a manual gearbox and front-wheel drive. These 2 features make it unique from the rest of the range. It does, however, miss out on the mild hybrid technology fitted to the other models. Upgrade to a D150 Auto or the D180 and D240 engines that both already come in auto for that sought after 4-wheel drive system plus the hybrid technology. For the petrols there's the P200 and the P250, and similar to the diesels are both 2-litre 4 cylinders. Even though they are quieter to drive, they don't deal with the Disco size quite as well as the diesels and require working hard, which doesn't seem economical. The new plug-in hybrid model, known as the P300e, comes with a 1.5-litre engine plus a 15 kWh battery driving an electric motor, offering an economic low-emission option. Unlike the non-hybrid versions, it has an electrically powered rear axle. This is said to maintain off-road capability while massively improving efficiency. It is also surprisingly nippy, with a total output of 305 brake horsepower, which helps to send the SUV from 0 to 60 in 6.2 seconds. The brake towing capacity of the hybrid is a mighty 1,600 kilograms. Don't forget, if the trailer weighs more than 750 kilograms, it needs to be fitted with brake. It is also worth noting that the D150 model has a brake towing capacity of 2,200 kilograms. Buyers opting for the Discovery Sport plug-in hybrid model will have the ability to travel up to 38 miles, powered solely by the electric motor. If charged on a regular basis, the P300e petrol is able to return a claimed 175.5 miles per gallon, with CO2 emissions of 36 grams a kilometre. It is relatively time efficient, as charging from flat to 80% takes as little as half an hour, even on a public charger while you're having a coffee. So our verdict is that if you like your premium badged motors and you occasionally need 7 seats, the Discovery Sport could very well be for you. It is worth noting that the hybrid version doesn't have the 7-seater option, as the space here is used for the extra component. We would say that it's definitely worth checking out some of the models we mentioned in this niche to save some of your hard-earned money. There are many things that a Discovery Sport does well, the main thing being its off-road ability that is unrivaled in its class. It is also well manned as a road cruiser, comfortably eating up the miles with very little to rival it. So if it's the 7-seater capability that you're after, the hybrid is out of the question. We wouldn't recommend the petrol engines either unless you are barely doing any miles. It's just that the diesel Jaguar engines fare way better. Thanks for watching to the end. Please like and subscribe for more of our reviews.